Welcome to Voices of Hope. I'm your host, Omar Kenyatta Clark, and this is a brave space. A space where vulnerability meets courage and where real stories of resilience come to life. Each episode will bring you powerful conversations with people who've faced some of life's hardest challenges and turned them into sources of strength. We believe each story has power to heal, to inspire, and to remind us that we're never alone in this journey. Whether you're seeking hope, looking for inspiration, or simply need to know someone else has walked through fire and made it out, this is your space. A place where we rise together, a place where we grow, and a place where each story shared adds to the light in the world. So join us as we continue to grow, heal, and rise. Welcome to Voices of Hope. I'm Omar Kenyatta Clark, and today we have a special guest with us. He's from the Queens, Long Island area. He's a strong black man, husband, father of 3, and my biggest role model. Professionally, he works for a home care agency for the last 14 years. He's an operational manager, and he puts all of his heart into his work. He's my big cousin, who I learned so much from, especially on how to be a man. So I had to have him on this show. Welcome, Fortune White. Welcome to Voices of Hope.
Oh, wow, what an introduction. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for thank you for the introduction. Thank you for the invitation to even be part of this wonderful moment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for agreeing to do this, man. So I just want to let everybody know this conversation is going to go deep. It's going to go deep. It's going to be raw, and we're not going to hold anything back. This is a man-to-man conversation, and, you guys are all going to be able to hear what we talk about, because we talk all the time. We're cousins. We're very close, and we've had some deep conversations. So today, you're going to get a sneak peek into, what we talk about. I feel like this is going to probably be deeper than anything we've talked about before.
A little bit. I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, and all right, so Fortune, tell everyone about yourself. Like your profession, your passion, maybe like an interesting fact,
Okay. Like you said before, for the last 14 years, I worked in a home, the last 14 years worked in the home care industry. Last 5 of those 14 years, I've been an operational manager. Before that, even during that time, I've just been doing everything of the whole facets of home care, whether you want to call it that. That's about my profession.
What are you passionate about?
Passionate about? I would say my family. Family is one of the biggest things to me. Pretty much everything that I do is family driven in a way. Decisions I make, the decisions I don't make, it just really revolves around how would it impact my family and things like that. So yeah, I would say family's my passion. I love it.
Yeah. That's great. And I'm happy I get to be part of your family.
Yeah, me too, man. I love you, man.
I love you too, man. So let's tell everyone like an interesting fact about yourself.
Interesting fact. I don't know. That's funny you say that, because a lot of people would say that, oh, Fortune, you're cool about this, and things like that. But I just feel like I'm a regular guy that just do regular things, but I'm a well-balanced guy, So I like to do everything. Sometimes I just like to be home and then hang out with the family. Other times, like to go out and be adventurous and explore and see what the world is like.
Can I tell everyone an interesting fact I got on you?
Okay, yeah, I love that.
One thing about Fortune, I want to let you guys know, he is such a movie buff.
Okay.
He watches so many movies.
I do love movies.
He knows pretty much every movie. If you ask him about a movie, he'll know about it. He can tell you the whole plot, tell you about all the cinematography, everything. Is that true or what?
Yeah. Yes, I'll say after family movies would be my passion because yeah, I guess that would be an interesting fact. I didn't even think about that. See, like I said, I think I'm normal and regular, and you think I'm interesting. I love that about you. But I was saying that yeah, I do love movies. I love everything about movies. I do love the, like you said, the cinematography, the with the camera angles and the kind of camera lenses and the colors and the music behind the scenes and
Hmm.
the the actors, the way the actors are being directed and it's pretty much everything about that, even down to the production level of it, where you know to get 100 people into one scene for 30 seconds, you know, that's not an easy feat. So, no, it's everything about movies the way they do about.
So if you were to, give someone a movie recommendation, what's a movie you would recommend to them?
Ooh, that depends on the person, honestly, because there's great movies in the drama genre. There's a lot of great movies in action. One of my favorite movies, I know it's kind of cliche, but one of my favorite movies of all time, I love John Wick movies.
Oh,
I
you got
love,
me into John
yeah,
Wick.
I love John Wick.
You got me into
Yeah,
John Wick.
it's
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. Go even with Keanu with Matrix, the whole Matrix trilogy is dope.
So you like Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like Keanu Reeves. Ah, it really depends on the moment. It's like there's so many good movies out there. There's so many, like I said, there's good movies in every single genre. So anything that you're kind of into, I can try to find something for you.
All right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. See, I told you, very, very interesting. That's it.
Yes, I didn't even think about it until now. All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So if you don't mind, you think we can get into
Please, let's
some
go.
of the deep stuff?
Deep. Let's get in deep.
All right. All right. So at Voices of Hope, I call this a brave space, and this is where we get to speak up and share our experiences, share our stories, and stories of resilience, stories where you went through something, where life really punched back at you, but you overcame it. What's something that what's your toughest life challenge that you've had, and how did you overcome it?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, I'm 36 years old. I'm about to be 37 next month. Over time, I had a lot of different life challenges, a lot of different things that came and went. I could talk to you about the most recent one, I should say. Most recent challenge, which I had to overcome, was the loss of my son. So my wife, she got pregnant with triplets. And unfortunately, one of the triplets was ill. I'm just leave it at that. He was ill. He wasn't good. He was sick. So the doctors did tell us that, he was sick very early on. The doctors did, give us alternatives. I remember the one doctor, the very first doctor that we had met, she was just like terminate, just terminate. She used the word reduction. We want to reduce it. And we did reduce it because what happened was the
Reduction. Now, when they said doing a reduction, what was going through your mind when the doctor said something like that?
I'm kind of weird when I think. So
Okay.
the first thing
Me
in my
too.
mind,
Me too.
yeah, the first thing in my mind was like audacity. I'm like, you have the audacity to tell me to reduce, but like, you didn't
Yeah.
make these children, women. Like, don't tell me to get rid of my child because he's sick. Don't you dare do that.
So did you
Yeah.
did you think there was like a lack of compassion from the doctor?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
From that first doctor, there was a big lack of compassion. There's a big lack of any kind of care. You know what I mean? I just felt like she was just like, okay, because I'm a black man, as you said in the beginning. People that are hearing this, I don't know if you can hear in my voice, but hey, I'm black. But,
I'm black and I'm proud.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Say it loud.
Like how they said in CB4, I'm black and I'm black and I'm blackity black. But yes, that's me. So and she wasn't, you know what I mean? She wasn't, you know, from the same ethnicity, same nationality. So, I felt like she was just didn't care about black babies or black families. And, it was a lot of things running through my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was one of the things. So it's like, why? Like, why would you say something like that? Who are you to say reduction of child? Like this child, it was at that point was still like very, very young. I think it was like the first couple of weeks. So a lot of things was like, not only said theoretical, but it was like guessing. They said they seen some spots here and there. They seen some abnormalities. They seen some things which wasn't right in the beginning. So they guessed this was what's going to happen moving forward because the first beginning stages wasn't good. So then the baby didn't start on a good foundation. So, you know what I mean? Them saying those things like, hey, you never know. Like, it could get better. They're like, the baby could get better. Like, just give them time.
Right.
Give them time. Let the baby heal. Let it, and, I did a lot of praying.
Yeah.
Did a lot of praying.
That helped you to get through this? How in what way did the praying, what kind of effect did that have, do you think?
I honestly felt like the praying wasn't for me to reach God, for God to reach me.
Okay.
I felt it was the praying was for it to be an outlet. Because when I prayed, especially when I prayed by myself, I was, verbal and I was emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I let emotions out. You know what I mean? Tears flow. Just, the blood that was boiling in my skin, I let it come out in a way. So it was more of just like an outcry. It was like maybe like my own personal verbal therapy, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Where it's just, just a solo version, just me and me, I mean? Even though I do believe in God.
Right.
But I wasn't looking for a response. I wasn't looking for an answer. Wasn't looking for a sign. I wasn't looking for that. I was just...
It's something you felt like you needed.
I just needed to let go.
Let it out.
Let it out,
Yeah.
Even though I did ask for answers, you know what I mean? I did, hey, what should I do? Like, what's going on? Like, it should, what's the next steps? And we changed doctors, and it's a lot of the same. But we did go to a doctor. I can say names on it, right? It's a praise. It's a praise. It was a Dr. Chavez. Dr. Chavez. He was an amazing doctor. Dr. Chavez is an amazing doctor. I'm not even going to say what hospital he's in because I don't want to get into too much, but he's an amazing doctor. He really showed us and explained to us what's going on.
Okay, so he took the time to really give you the information that the other doctor really wasn't really giving you?
Yeah.
Yeah. He took that time with you.
Took that time, and he was gentle. He was gentle. He was just like, I think what it was for him as well, what I liked, is that he gave us the option. He told us what it was. He told us what the outcome may be or may happen. And he gave us the options of, hey, you could reduce this right now, but you end up... See, this is the thing about it too, right? I don't want to keep jumping all over the story, but I feel like this is an important part for the whole context, is that I just want to say, because it's like I said, it's triplets, and we all that had named Baby A, Baby B, and Baby C, right? Baby A was on own sac, on placenta, if you want to say that. Baby B and C, shared a sac together. So the things that was happening to Baby B, which was the sick baby, could affect Baby C. And if we wanted to reduce the baby, if we reduce Baby B, we would have to reduce Baby B and C.
Yeah. That's a tough decision, man. That's like, how do you even wrap your head around that? Like, how did you do that? How did you wrap your head around that and could be able to literally make a life and death decision? Like, that's like, I feel like that's like the weight of the world on your shoulders at that point. Was it?
Yeah. It was a weight on my shoulders, but it wasn't really the weight of what's on my shoulders. The weight was, I'm trying to take it off my wife's shoulders. Because these are the babies that's inside of her.
Right.
These are the babies that she's bringing into the world. These are the babies that the doctors are telling her that won't survive inside of her. So my weight that I was trying to carry wasn't my own, was really my wife's, really, if you want to think about that.
Yeah.
I was really trying to just trying to be strong enough for both of us, because I know this is not a moment for her to... she was strong. I didn't expect her to have that type of strength because it was something that was breaking me down. And I was one person removed from that because the baby was inside of me, but I was that close to her, if that makes any sense. So for her to be like really in the midst of it, that was like, it was really for me to start trying to hold her up and hold the family up and trying to hold everybody up. But at the same time, just trying to mentally be strong enough for myself to be strong enough for them. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes perfect sense to me. Cause like when you say that, see, that's when I go back to why I introduced you as a role model for me, especially on how to be a man. Cause it's like the way you're saying that,
Mhm.
that is like man duty that you're doing, that responsibility and being the strength for your family. Like you said, you're a family man, so you're staying true to your values and you knew you had to do this, stay strong for your family, and you did that.
Thank you.
You know?
It's what I had to do.
Yeah, you had to do what you had to do. And like our other guest had said that I did another reporting with, sometimes you just don't have any options,
Mhm.
you know? And when you don't have any options, you just got to go forward, you know?
That's the only way you can go. That's the only way you can go, to be honest with you, because if you even go backwards or just stand still, it's like quicksand. Cool. And now you gotta keep trying to pull yourself out.
Right.
It's grabbing to anything that's the strongest link that's that's gonna bring you out of it and just hold on, pull yourself out. Because if not, it will swallow you. It will swallow you whole.
Yeah, life. We were having a conversation before we started recording,
Mm-hmm.
but go on with your story. So you went to the second doctor. He was a little bit more compassionate. You were able to see the difference between this doctor and the other doctor. So
Yes.
there was
So yeah. All right. So just to, like I said, there's a lot of content. It's a long story. It's over 9 months long, but we can break it down.
We got time.
Yeah. So my sister, Ebony, she's a labor delivery nurse, right? She worked in many different hospitals. She's been nursing pretty much my whole life. She recommended a really good doctor to us out in Stony Brook, I think it was. Somewhere out east.
That's
Somewhere.
a great hospital, Stony Brook.
Yeah. It came from it was a great doctor from a great hospital. So we was on it. But unfortunately, Stony Brook is like 45 minutes from us.
It's far. Yeah.
It's very
It's
far.
far from where I live.
Yeah. It's
And I'm
really
further east.
Yeah, exactly. So probably even further than 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was a distance from us. And Tip was labeled as a
High risk.
high risk. Thank you. Yeah, you know your stuff, man. You did. She was labeled a high risk. So that was something where she had to go there like every week, if not every other week, to get monitored, with test everything up to wazoo, right? Monitor the babies, monitor her, monitor everything. So doing that trip was way too much. So the doctor out in Stony Brook, he referred us to a doctor by us. And like I said, Dr. Chavez, which was the one that was recommended.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Chavez was the head of the department. So it was really cool that we got recommended to the head of the department. So he was there for all the visits. Anytime any other doctors or any other nurses had something to say or do, they ran it by him first. So I felt really, I felt really good about that. I felt really good about that. That gave us a lot of hope, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of faith, I guess. We want to say that, faith in our doctor, because not only that he was highly recommended from a great doctor, but he had a high position, which means that he'd been there for a long time. That's my amount. That's what I feel.
He should be competent.
He should be competent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially in that hospital, which was a really good hospital as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good hospital as well. Yeah, we lucked out. We definitely lucked out with that.
So he gave you more information. He was more kind, more gentle with you guys. Yeah.
He was sometimes, but like I said, we did have to go there like every week, sometimes every other week. And he kind of got tired of us sometimes because it was.
You asked a lot of questions?
We asked a lot of questions.
Okay.
He was a lot of different tests that he was giving to him. He was trying to offer us, and we just no, we don't want that test. No, we don't want to do this. So he would kind of get like frustrated, but at the same time, he understood. He was nervous. You know what I mean? It's a big day. We having multiples, and I'm number 6, so it's a big day. So he really was patient, and through all the way up to the ends.
Yeah. So let's. So you mind sharing about how things progressed from that point?
Yeah. So okay. Baby B, the sick baby, just getting worse. It was one thing after another after another. It was ended up being like 4 different illnesses. It was a cocktail of illnesses that he had that was in his brain and his body. There's a lot of different things going on. Yeah, he had gray matter in the brain, the spinal bifida, club foot that he had. Mm,
A
there's
lot of different
a lot of
challenges.
different things. Yeah, he had a whole cocktail of different things. So we kept monitoring him. I believe it was week 28. We went to the doctor for a regular, routine visit. The nurse, she was looking, she was there for a while, a lot longer than usual, just staring at baby, just staring at us doing. After a while, I kind of felt like something is not right. She was a little bit more cheery with us, like you said, we see her almost every week. She was really quiet that day. She was really quiet. And then she was like, yeah, I'll be right back. Let me go talk to the doctor. I said, okay.
Team heart must have dropped at that.
Yeah, Tiff kind of felt like, you know what I mean? My wife, excuse me, kind of felt like something wasn't right. She kind of felt like something wasn't right already. And then, so yeah, 3 doctors walked in the room with the nurse, and one of the doctors, Dr. Chavez wasn't there yet. It was another doctor that seen us told that she was like, yeah, baby B doesn't don't have a heartbeat.
Mm.
And I was rough.
Yeah.
Even though I knew he was sick, it was rough. And then after that, it was pretty much like, we really got to monitor baby sick. We really got to monitor them. You know what I mean? Because they were sharing a lot.
Okay.
They was in the center. And when baby B died, it's like a cutoff of oxygen, a cutoff of blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I really thought I was going to believe it just still fell.
Mm. And I must have been terrified.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
Then it got worse. My wife got really sick.
Mm-hmm.
She got really sick. I almost lost her.
Oh my goodness.
I lost her. I almost lost half my family. Right? But it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Touch and go.
Okay.
It was it was a lot. But
so how are you able to hold it all together during that time? Or were you able to hold it all together? Like, I feel like after such devastating news and all of the possibility of it going from worse to worse, all that possibility and not knowing what could happen. How did you manage that?
at very first, instantly at first, I really couldn't, I didn't believe it at first that everything was happening. But then when everything really settled in, which is like the next day, and I registered things slow but fast sometimes, but
You just have to process it.
yeah, this is the process, everything like,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, like this just happened, this is the time, this is really going on. It kind of went back into that mode that I always had my entire life.
What's that?
It's the mode that I had my entire life, which is, if you could do something about it, do it. And if you can't, don't worry about it. You can't do nothing about it. It's out of your hands.
Yeah, my coach used to something similar. Control what you can control.
Control what you can control. I love that.
Yeah.
Control what you can control. And then it's, for me, it's just like, if I can do something right now about it, then I'm going to do something about it right now.
Yeah.
But if I can't, there's nothing, is totally, I would like that. I can't do nothing about that. You know what I mean? Nobody can.
So at that point, is that like some things you just gotta have kind of like let your hands off the wheel and accept what happens going to happen? That was like your kind of like what's going through your mind?
In my mind is probably much like processing is, all right, am I going to take my hands off the wheels, or am I going to put both hands on the wheel?
Okay, yeah.
And move, like, what am I, you know what I'm saying? Where am I at right now?
Some points, like, where do I need to be hands on?
Yeah,
like some points where I like, all right, I can't have all this in my mind.
Exactly.
So I gotta like, I guess kind of compartmentalize or something.
In a way, yeah. In a way,
yeah.
yeah. It's because I'm trying to think like, all right, if there's something I can't do about it, what is it? And what should I do?
Yeah.
And what is the steps I need to take to do it? And let's get it done.
Wow.
You know? But then the flip of it is like, all right, I can't do nothing about this. Like, I thought about it, think about like every avenue that I can exhaust. There's nothing I can do about this. So I have to kind of let this go in a way, but at the same point, put that effort, that energy that I was putting into this, into something else that's going to be more beneficial. You know, if that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, like put your resources towards things that you can make a change in.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what the thing was, I can't do nothing about baby B.
Yeah.
But I got to do every single day in the world about baby A and baby C.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
And even to this moment right now, I go so hard for them kids because I know that anything in the world that I can't do for them, I'm going to do for them. If I can't do it for them, I ain't worrying about it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't gonna spend my time, my energy, my efforts, my life, my breath, my blood, my sweat, none of that on that. Because I can't do that. And I mean, some things out of my hand. I know that I'm just human, and that's cool. I was born a human. I'm gonna die human. I love it. You know, it's cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I got limitations. It's
Yeah.
fine.
But I think like what you're saying right now is like gold for someone, whoever is listening to this right
I
now.
hope so.
Like being able to know what you can do and what you can't do. What can you control, what you can't control, and how to focus on the things that, you know, you can change and letting your hands off the wheel on things you can't. You know, not letting it fester and be detrimental to yourself.
Mom, it would eat you alive. It would eat you alive if you literally focus on things that you can't do nothing about. It will kill you inside because you literally pouring into an empty cup. There's something I heard the other day, and it's like, I hope I'm not going too much of an off tangent. You know me, I'm that random. But kind of feel like it has something to do with this. Something I heard the other day where it's like, what does he say? I'm trying to make sure I don't mess it up. He says that how did he go? He's like, all right, you walk in with a cup of coffee. I'm probably butchering this, all right? So,
It's all right.
anybody that gets this,
yeah.
and they know the proper one to please, you know, I mean, you got comments on us?
They got my email, my Gmail.
All right, Gmail
me,
Gmail
you know.
Yes, please. Tell the right way to say it. But it's pretty much, all right, so you're walking with a cup of coffee, and somebody bumps into you, and they spill the coffee.
I actually just heard this.
You heard that,
right?
What
you're talking about. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about,
yeah,
but I'm butchering it, ain't I?
You're on the right track. Yeah.
But then why did you spill the coffee? Because your cup was full of coffee. But if you have a cup full of water, you're supposed to be like, whatever your cup is full with is what you have.
What's going to spill
That's
out.
what's going to spill out. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's good. Yeah. I think I sent it to you, right?
I think so.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And it's whatever you spill out. And that touched me so much, even after 36 years of life. That's why I'm saying this now, because even somebody that's been live a lot longer than me probably hear my words for the first time and think like, oh, okay, this is something great. This is something that's because it's beneficial. So it's like that saying that whatever you put in your cup will spill out. It probably people heard about that for years and years. That's probably a proverb or a principle from like centuries ago. But for the first time of me hearing it, you know what I mean, kind of resonated deeply with me, you know? And that's why when you invited me to the podcast, I was like, yeah, man, I'm down because I would love to touch people where, you know what I mean?
Well, meet them where they're at.
Yeah, you know, even if my words is meaningless to you, okay, you listen, thank you for joining. But, you know, if it has some meaning, like, I love that. I touch at least one person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as one person. You matter. You one person who listening, you matter.
You matter. Yeah, so I'm gonna just step on that spill out thing again because that really did touch me.
Now go deeper.
So
go deep.
And the thing he was saying, how whatever you put in your cup will spill out. So you put in fear in your cup, fear will spill out. If you put in madness in your cup, that will spill out. If you put in this sadness or depression, anything that you fill up your cup with, fill up your life. Your cup is your life. If people understand that kind of analogy, there you go. Boom, I helped you out. But your cup is your life. Like whatever you fill your life up with, you know, that will spill out. You know, and that's what I don't want to fill my life up with, is with regrets or maybes or this or that. I want to fill up my life with, I did this. I've done this. Let's keep it moving. I want to progress in everything. That's why it's like, I can't stay stagnant. So I just want to, you know, the things that, like I said before, the things that I can do, I can do it. If I can't do it, I can't.
Right. Well said.
Thank
Well said. And now to bring us back to the story, we lost baby B.
you.
Baby C is in danger. Baby A and C are in danger, especially C.
Yeah.
You almost lost your wife.
Yeah.
Everything's just piling on right now. Everything's piling on. What happened next? How did you navigate all that? How
Be honest with you, that saying that they have on Alcoholics Anonymous, one day at a time, brings so true with everything in your life. And that's what helped me. One day at a time. I just took it one day at a time. I didn't, you know what I mean? I just took it one day at a time. Just focus, like I said before. I know what things that I need to do, could do, things that I can't do. And the things I could do, for that day, I did it. You know what I mean? That secured the future, because I know that whatever I do right now is literally changing my future. Everything, every step, every move I make, every breath I make, it's altering my future in some type of way.
That's a good point you make. Yeah,
I know that for a fact. So, you know what I mean? I, take every day at a time, that I treat each day like I'm working on tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then so as I keep working on tomorrow, next thing you know, tomorrow's better than it was yesterday.
Cool.
And this guy just do it. Just be consistent.
Yep.
Consistency is key. Discipline is key. Determination is key. There's a lot of keys.
Yeah, and we talked more about that. I interviewed Fortune prior to this interview for my book, The Omega Principles. And he has some quotes in there as well, because I interviewed people from my village and gained wisdom from the people around me as well. So Fortune had the philosophy in there that we touched on. We won't get into it today, but it's in there. So if you're interested in hearing more from Fortune, it's in there. It's in there. Definitely
Check it out, y'all.
Check it out. So I know how this story ends.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go into the end portion of your story? Or
The end portion, the end portion is the joyous part.
Yeah.
The end portion is the joyous part, because
excuse me.
baby A, baby C, was born healthy.
Yep.
They was going, they running around bugging me right now. No, I love those kids. I love all three of my kids. I also have a 10-year-old son as well. He's amazing as well. He's been helping out big time. I feel like he helped out big time from the beginning.
Little man.
Yeah, he definitely advanced in life through the whole pregnancy with the babies and everything like that. Like, he felt like a third parent in a way, So, he does not seem like a 10-year-old. I promise you that. If anybody knows him, they know that they'd be shocked if he says he's 10 years old. But yeah, everything is joyous. The babies look good. They're getting big. They're walking. They doing a little mama, hair stuff. Things like that.
Yeah, they're growing.
Yeah, they're growing.
They're over a year now.
Yeah. They
over a year. Tell them the birthday. It's okay.
Yeah, July 4th.
4th of July, baby.
Born on the 4th of July. Little firecrackers. Little firecracker babies. But they actually do act like fire. They do, especially baby C. Baby C, he's explosive.
But we love him.
He's explosive. That boy, man, you wild. So yeah, it's so I have a boy and a girl, twins. Fraternal, of course. Yeah. They good. And I'm happy. Of course we take them to visit. Actually, that's so funny. We just had a doctor's visit on Monday. Today's Friday. So we had it on Monday, and baby's doing good. 25 pounds. What is 25 pounds? The other 22 pounds. I think they said 37 inches.
Yeah, they growing.
They're growing. Yeah, they're growing.
Fast.
Yeah, they're eating good. Everything is good. There's no abnormalities. There's no findings. There's no, irregularities. Everything so far, I'm not keeping out on the wood, because, anything can happen the next day. But so far today, they're good.
That is beautiful. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, man. Through all the struggles, all the adversity, got some 2 healthy babies.
Yeah,
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 they're beautiful babies.
yeah. I might have left out some of the gory parts of the story, but
That's okay.
yeah, that's not going to. But
Yeah,
yes,
we'll end on the happy note.
yeah.
So, what were some lessons you learned from this whole ordeal that you went through?
I learned that I'm stronger than I used to be. I learned that my wife is, excuse me, I learned that my wife is stronger than everybody, way stronger than me, way stronger than me. I learned that strength is something that you can find in yourself. And if it's something you can find in yourself, how much of it can you really find? You know what I mean? Like, is it like a well of strength or just like a little hole of strength? You know what I mean? Like, I want to dig deep and find how strong I really am. So, every day I try to, think about ways to keep myself mentally strong.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So, if you were to like speak to yourself when you were going through it, what would you say to yourself?
It's going to be good, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be good. Just keep doing what you're doing and it's going to be good. Don't you're stressing right now. Don't. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know what I mean? It's going to work out.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So I guess to answer really your question, hope, I'll just give myself hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because to be honest with you, hope, sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Hope and strength are like brothers.
Okay.
If you have hope, man, you find so much strength.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I
And when you have this strength, you're so hopeful. You know what I mean? Like when you strong about, like when you know something that you're gonna overcome a situation, like even if it's anything, it's like, hey, I can walk up them stairs. I'm hopeful I can walk up them stairs 'cause I'm strong enough to walk up them stairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like you strength and hope that they the real points on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like how you said it. I never thought of it that way, but see, you just broke it down in ways I couldn't even break it down, man. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
So what gives you hope?
What gives me hope is seeing my kids grow and, seeing my oldest son from where he started to where he's now, just the hope of where he's going to be when he gets to my age. And, me being a grandfather and me, looking at my kids and saying like, oh, okay, that's what you should do. Cause I left out a big part of who I am is that my dad, you know what I mean? My dad helped me out a lot. Both my parents are great. Great. But me and my dad had this crazy bond where he's just super strong. You know what I mean? I could talk to him about pretty much every day. And he's a really smart guy. You know what I mean? He's been through things that I didn't want to be through, want to go through. So, you know what I mean? Like and it's crazy too because when I was younger, I ain't listened to a word that man said. Man, I thought I was 10 times smarter than him. No, he was 100 times, billion times smarter than me. You know what I mean? He was 10 steps ahead of me. And I'm thinking like, man, I'm lapping this guy. Like, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Like, you know what I mean? He's so old school, man. That man don't know what he's talking about. And saying that, it's like, I kind of see that in my son. And I want him to get to where I'm at now, where he sees like, hey, maybe dad was right. Maybe dad was right. And I just want to see how he turns out. So, and all my kids, honestly, all my kids. So that's one of my biggest hopes right now, is just to see where my kids land at when they get my age or older, you know? Mm-hmm. I know it's going to be great places, but we're going to see.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be wonderful places.
Hey, give my son such a
So like when you were going through everything that you were going through, what was the thing that pulled you through it? Like, what was the hope that you had that was able to pull you through that dark time?
Knowing that I just still had healthy kids. Mm-hmm. Knowing that I still have healthy kids that I had to be there for. Mm-hmm. So, I just, hoping that they stayed healthy and, and it got me through. And the strength, like I said, the strength that really just came from just knowing that I had to be there for my entire family.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had to
be the man.
You had to be the man. I had to step up. Because before, it was just me, my wife, and my son, which it's good we had a family, but it was simpler. It was simpler. You know what I mean? I could still go out with my boys and be out all night and just come home like, hey, we're home. You just didn't care of the kid. That's fine. That's not the mentality I should have had, but I was young.
Keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? I was young. I was dumb. I just felt like, all right, I could be out with my boys all night. I could do this. I could, drink and smoke and have fun. And he was, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a dad, but he's cool. He's good. My son is all right. Wife is at home with him. He good. But now that, I have 3 kids, it's like, this is a family. Now I gotta be a real family man. Now I can't, spend the money going out to clubs, $20 coverage just to go spend $20 on bottles. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like, folk, I ain't doing that. Diapers is $60, bro. I am not doing that. Like
the diapers, man. Them diapers.
It's 2 of them. And wipes. You gotta get diapers. You gotta get wipes. You gotta get clothes. They grow. And they gotta get socks and their feet grow. And then you gotta get gloves because it gets cold. Bro, no. I'm home. I am home doing, family things, father things, and just try to, be good. And plus, I mean, I'm my mid-30s now, you know what I mean? It was at some point in my life I was going to have to step up. Yeah, I was a late bloomer, but I got my act together. I was a rough, I was fortune caution for a long
fortune caution
for a long time, you know what I mean? But both days are done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hopefully.
All right. So here's my last question I'm going to ask.
Shoot, as many as you got, man.
All right,
I'm here all night.
So, what would you like to say to someone who is struggling? Maybe they're going through something similar to what you went through, and they're looking for hope. What would you say to them?
Don't find hope in dope. No. But nah, honestly, yeah, don't do that. Take one day at a time, man. Take one day at a time. Don't focus too much on the inevitables. Focus on the things that can change. Focus on the things that you can change and change it. You gotta understand that atoms are the smallest things in the world. Very little molecules, little atoms. Those little atoms combined and they crash into each other makes energy that makes people, that makes things. That means that in the smallest thing that you can do, you can still make big waves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even if you thinking that whatever I did today didn't mean much, didn't do much, all I did was X, Y, Z, that could keep mounting to something else and keep mounting to something else. Now, you got to just make sure that you have the right stuff you're putting in. Don't keep mounting bad stuff on top of bad stuff on top of bad stuff. That's how you're going to end up with a bad outcome.
Kind of like snowballs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Snowball effect. And I always love that analogy of the snowball effect because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the thing that about snowballs that people really don't really recognize that it hardens. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have the snowball, but it hardens. It gets rocky. It gets icy. You know what I mean? And once it starts getting hardened and starts rolling, getting bigger, it's a lot harder to unravel that. It's a lot harder it takes a lot longer for that big snowball, big ice ball to melt, to get to that core of where you want it to be in the beginning. So instead of just letting things just unravel in a snowball, just tackle things and just take it slow. You know what I mean? Like, take it slow, make something mean something. Don't just do stuff just make it mean something, do stuff for your future today. Your future is literally being written by you today. And that's one of the deepest things that I could really think about, honestly, is that I really can dictate what my future might be. Because, there's always things in the middle. There's always stuff that pops up. But you really can have like a kind of trajectory in a way of what your life could be by what you do right now.
Right.
And that's something where I just want people to know that just do a little as you can, do it today, and it'll make a difference tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, man. That was very deep, very powerful. Like, I'm going to take that myself and use those words, man. See, that's why I always listen to you, man. That's why I always listen to Fortune, man. My biggest role model, man. Nah, I still follow you, man. You lead the way, man. I just learn from you. Yeah, so I learned a lot today.
I don't learn too much. You got too many kids. I learn too much.
Oh man. But for real though, on a serious note, like I really appreciate you coming on the show and sharing something so deeply personal, man, and being able to, get through that and share that for everyone, to hear that and hopefully gain something from it, be inspired, gain some hope, and whatever strength they can draw from it, from your strength. They could draw from your strength can be contagious, man. You strong, your family was strong, and now hopefully people hearing this, they're going to be strong too from your words. So thank you for being here, Fortune. And you are a voice of hope.
But that's what hope sounds like. I don't know.
So it's been real. This has been Voices of Hope. I'm Omar Kenyatta. Until next time, let's rise.
Let's rise.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Voices of Hope. Your time and attention mean the world, and we hope today's conversation has inspired and encouraged you. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe so you never miss a moment of hope. We're all part of this community, and your voice matters. If you're ready to share your own story of resilience and become a voice of hope, reach out to me directly at omarkenyattaclark@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, stay tuned for our next episode. We've got more powerful stories and inspiring voices coming your way, and I can't wait for you to be a part of it. Until then, remember, we rise together.